I'm sure you've seen the commercial, a cute chick with a suspiciously Russian accent, a schmarmy smile that says, I haven't the slightest idea how your PC got screwed up, or the chubby guy in the cheap suit with a 3 days growth on his face that looked like he hasn't slept since he last shaved, threatening to throw your laptop on a heap of old IBM 5150s, so you download the free software and run it, and it reports 10,381 issues and demands $50 to fix it all. What you really need is CCleaner.
Before we start, make a restore point. Control panel, System, System Protection, Create. We'll name it Before CCleaner. And create. CCleaner has 4 menu items: Cleaner, Registry, Tools, and Options. First one, Cleaner. Cleaner analyzes and cleans dead files from Windows components and applications. In the old days of dial-up and 1200 baud modems, your browser stored all the graphics making up a web page in a disk cache to save time when you visit the page again. Webmasters would set the freshness time period up to 14 days. With today's broadband speeds, this time savings is questionable, and I've seen webmasters set graphic elements to go stale in 45 minutes. If we look at the Windows component, we see Internet Explorer with the types of files that it's going to be looking to clean. Windows Explorer, Recycle Bin, temporary files, the clipboard memory dumps, check disk file fragments, and log files. And Windows Event Logs. Under the Application tab, we have all our web browsers, applications like Adobe, McAfee, MS Office, Office 2007, Audacity, FileZilla, Smart FTP, Windows Live Messenger. All of those, at one point or another, create temporary files or caches. So you click on Analyze, and you'll get a complete analysis of all the files that it wants to delete. Here I've just recently removed some AVI files, so in the recycle bin I've got 5 gigs. If you wish, you can also look at a detailed view. After reviewing the selected files for deletion, run the cleaner. You'll get a warning message, and then cleaner will delete all the selected files. When completed, you get a list of all the files that were deleted. Registry cleaner. Remember DOS? Back then, to install DLLs, we used config.sys. Screw this file up and your machine doesn't boot. With Windows, Microsoft devised a compact database called the Registry, or Hive, to put all this weird developer-type stuff the OS needs to deal with applications. When we uninstall an application, the developer is primarily concerned with removing his proprietary files from your disk. After that, he could care less about the registry entries. The code that would have read them is gone. Over time, the registry accumulates gobs of dead items. Here are checkboxes in which CCleaner will look at to determine whether a registry entry is deletable. We then scan for issues. We now see the candidates for CCleaner to remove. We've already backed up. You can go through them one at a time. Or unselect items that you're not sure about. And fix all the registry entries that you have selected. Tools. Ever come across an app that refuses to uninstall? CCleaner will uninstall it. Select on it. In the context menu, you have a Run Uninstaller. You could also rename the entry or delete it from the Components window. Startup. Startup shows you what is being launched during your boots and logins. Be careful, not everything that looks malicious is. For instance, this entry here, SNPSTD3, is actually a standard webcam driver. You can click on any item, select it in the context menu. You can either disable the launch, delete it from startup, or look at its registry entries. File Finder. Find file names on your hard drive based on name, size, modified date. You have ignore options and include folders or exclude folders. System Restore. Here are all the restore points currently on the system. You can select one and remove it, saving you some space. Drive Wiper. There are programs out there that can reconstitute deleted files. Now that you removed all that stuff and emptied the trash, you can run Wiper to completely obliterate your disk's free space of deleted files. Or you can wipe the entire drive, either way, so that you pass muster with your local police department's forensic unit. You can either perform a simple one overwrite pass of either free space or the entire hard drive, or a very complex 35 passes, which will ensure that absolutely no files can be recovered.